Hey everyone and welcome to this session on sample paper CBSE board. So in this session we are going to solve the entire sample paper of CBSE board end to end. Stay tuned till the end, watch the entire video so that you'll get to know what type of questions are generally asked in the exam. Not only this, we have also solved one of the sample papers before, so make sure you watch that video as well so you get a better clarity on the type of questions there as well. So two sample papers would give you a fair enough idea of the type of questions and the paper pattern as well. So each and every question we are going to solve in this particular session. So let's begin. So this is the sample paper for 2024-2025 and let us begin with the questions straight away. So section A, let us talk about section A first, and in section A, I consider this section as the most important section. This is the most important because if you see, out of your 80 marks paper, 20 marks consist of one marker, out of which 18 questions will be there in the beginning, which are of 1 mark, and last 2 questions are also there, but they are the assertion and reasoning questions as well. We are going to discuss that also. So these questions are very important because they are very easy. So out of 80 marks, securing 20 marks becomes very easy for us, right? So let us see the question straight away. This is the first question. So what does the question says? The question says that if the sum of two natural numbers is 8 and their product is 15, find the numbers. Simple. Sum of the two natural numbers is 8 and their product is 15. Firstly, try to identify which chapter does this question belong to. So if you see, I can consider two numbers, right? Suppose x and y be natural numbers, then the sum is given. Sum means what? Addition. So can I say x plus y is 8? Yes. After that, their product is 15. Product is 15 means what? X into y, isn't it? X into y is 15. But understand, from here x plus y is 8. So can I say y will be 8 minus x? So instead of y, you can put 8 minus x. So what will happen? X into y is 15 is already given. Put y as 8 minus x. So x into 8 minus x is 15. So you get 8x minus x square is equal to 15. And then x square minus 8x minus 15 is equal to 0. Plus 15 is equal to 0. Now you can split the middle term. You know how to split the middle term, right? The last term is 15. The middle term is minus 8. So we can go with minus 5 and minus 3 because minus 5 minus 3 is minus 8. And then minus 5 into minus 3 is positive 15. So continue this further. You get x minus 5 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. These are the two factors. Then you can easily find out the value of x. So what will be the value of x here? The value of x will be 5 or the value of x will be 3. The order does not matter. So definitely 3 and 5 is the correct answer. Easy. Simple question. Perfect. Let's continue. So x is 5, y is 3. Or if x is 3, y is 5. Doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter here because there are two numbers and they have not told us which number is greater than the other. If they tell you that there is one bigger number x, other smaller number y, then we'll take the condition. Perfect. Let's have a look at a new question now. It says, find the value of k for which the system of equations 5x minus ky is equal to 7 and 10x plus 12y is equal to 3 is inconsistent. Now inconsistent means what? We have already studied about this. Inconsistent means parallel lines. They have no solution, right? No solution. Inconsistent means no solution. And what is the condition? If you remember the condition, we know that the condition is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but is further not equal to c1 by c2, correct? So the system of equations 5x minus ky is equal to 7 and 10x plus 12y is equal to 3 is inconsistent. So here what we can do is, we can take the values of a1, b1, c1. This is a1, this is b1. If I shift 7, that becomes minus 7, that is c1. And a2, b2, c2. a2 is 10, b2 is 12 and c2 is minus 3. But we need the first two only, that is more than enough, correct? So here can I say a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2? and if I just select this part, I can put the values of A1, B1, C1, A1, B1, A2, B2, not C1. That's it. Put the value and then 12 5 is 60. 60 divided by 10 is 6, minus k is 6. So k will be minus 6. Basic substitution, isn't it? Basic substitution. And then we get the value of k as minus 6. If they say consistent, that means there are two conditions. What are the two conditions? The condition is that either they are intersecting lines, that is A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, or else A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That condition occurs when the lines are coincident, that is they have infinitely many solutions. So all three we should know, correct? Okay, let's have a look at a new question now. It says in right angle triangle ABC, so in right triangle ABC, right angled at B, BC is 12 centimeter, AB is 8 centimeter. The radius of the circle inscribed in the triangle is what? Understand. In a right angle triangle ABC, do they have the figure? Okay, they have the figure. Excellent. So we have a triangle ABC, correct? Right angled at B. So this B is 90 degree and then two values are given. One value is BC, which is 15 centimeter. Other value is AB, which is 8 centimeter. We are supposed to find out the radius of the circle inscribed in a triangle. So circle is inscribed inside a triangle, right? And we are supposed to find out the radius. Okay. So firstly what we can do is, we can also find out the hypotenuse AC. How do I find out hypotenuse AC? Hypotenuse AC can be found out with the help of Pythagoras theorem. We can say that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So what will be AC? AC will be under root of AB square plus BC square, correct? Okay. Now can I put the values? Yes. AB is 8, BC is 15. So put it 8 square plus 15 square. So under root of 8 square plus 15 square is under root of 64 plus 225. So 64 plus 225 is how much? 289, and under root of 289 is nothing but 17. Okay. So now I got the value of this as 17. So this is 17. AC is 17 centimeter. Now what is the question? The question says the radius of the circle. So firstly what I can do is, I can find out the area of the circle. So area of the circle is nothing but half times the perimeter of triangle ABC times R, right? So that becomes half times 15 times 8. Half times 15 times 8. See, what is the area? Area is base into height. Half into base into height. Half into base into height. Correct? So that becomes half into perimeter of triangle ABC into the radius. See, this is the shortcut way of doing it. Please make a note of this. And then you solve it further to get the radius. So half is going to get cancelled. You solve this, 15 8s are 120. And this is 15 plus 7 is 32, 32 plus 8 is 40, and then R is equal to 120 divided by 40. So R is 3. So the radius is 3. And if you want to know how did we get this, I'll give you in short. If you still want to do it on your own, what you can do is you can just join this, but that will take a lot of time. Then join this, then find out the area of this, find out the area of this, find out the area of this, that is A1 plus A2 plus A3. You can take A1 plus A2 plus A3 and the total area will be half into base into height, that is half into 15 into 8. You equate that with half into 15 into 8, and here in this you will find out the radius. So radius you will get equal to some value, that is 3. That is 3. You can try it on your own. Easy. Such type of question is there in the NCERT as well. Okay, let's have a look at a new question now. This is question number 4. It says, find the 13th term of the AP. You're supposed to find out the 13th term. So find out the 13th term of the AP. 13th term is nothing but A13, whose first term is 3. First term means A, right? A is 3 and the common difference is minus 2. So the common difference D is how much? D is minus 2, correct? So there are 4 options here. So 13th term is what we are supposed to find out, right? So A is given 3, common difference D is given. See, whenever we are supposed to find out the nth term, always remember nth term is given by An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, correct? So we will use that formula. So 13th term is given by T13, A13 or T13. So you can also call it as Tn, doesn't matter. What is the formula for Tn? A plus n minus 1 into D. So instead of n you put 13, let's put that. And instead of A you put 3. So n is 13 and A is 3. What is D? Common difference D is also given, negative 2. Put the values, straightforward normal substitution. So this becomes 3 plus 12 into minus 2. 12 into minus 2 is minus 24. You get 3 minus 24 and that is minus 21. Correct? So minus 21 is the right answer. I hope this is clear. So you can say that option D is the correct option, which is minus 21 here. I hope this is clear, easy. Let's continue. So this is the 5th question. Out of the total 20 questions, we have solved 4 questions till now. This is the 5th one. The 5th one says 2 cubes, each of volume 343 cubic centimeter are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. We are supposed to find out the surface area of the resulting cuboid. And what is given? It is given that the volume of 2 cubes joined end to end is the figure given to us. Okay, we don't have the figure. I'll just give you a hint how to draw the figure. So this is a cube and this is also a cube. Correct? So they are joined end to end. This is just a random example. So the volume of this is 343. The volume of this is also 343. Now, can we find out the side? Side means this part. So let the side of the cube be A. So volume of cube is A cube. So can I say A cube is 343? 343 is how much? 7 cube. So can I say A cube is equal to 7 cube, and that is why you get A is equal to 7. Once you get the value of A as 7, now what are we supposed to find out? So this is 7 and the breadth, see, length is 7, the breadth is 7 and the width will become 7 plus 7, right? I hope you are getting this. 14. So length is 7 and when it is kept side by side, it depends. If you want to take the length as, this is the length only actually, this is the height and width, you can take any one value as 14. Other 2 values remain 7. So yes, length of the cuboid is there. And what is the surface area? Surface area of the cuboid is given by length into width plus width into height and plus length into height. So length is 14, width is 7, height is 7, put the values. So 2 times 14 into 7 plus 7 into 7 plus 14 into 7. So 98 plus 49 plus 98, right? And then you add this, 2 times 245, that is 490. The bracket is 245. 490 we have, okay, we have it in the options, which is option D, and option D is the correct option. So I hope you have understood how to find out the surface area of the cuboid as well. Easy. Okay, let's continue. Now the next question says tan theta is given as 4 by 3. We are supposed to find out the value of 2 sin theta cos theta. So obviously we need the value of sin theta, we need the value of cos theta. So we will have 2 into the value of sin theta into the value of cos theta. That will give you the final answer. And then 4 options are given. Now understand, see, whenever you have a trigonometric ratio, basically they are talking about a right angle triangle. So again here, for your reference, I am drawing the figure, although it is not compulsory, but figure gives us a good clarity. If this is theta, tan theta is what? Opposite by adjacent. So opposite is 4 adjacent is 3. Tan theta is 4 by 3. This is already given to us. Correct? So if this is 4, this is 3. Can I find out the hypotenuse? Obviously this is the ratio, these are not the actual values. But for our reference, we'll find out the hypotenuse first. So if x is the hypotenuse, then can I apply Pythagoras theorem? Yes. How do I get the value? By Pythagoras theorem, x square is equal to 4 square plus 3 square. 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, 16 plus 9 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. So this is 5. So this was basic. There was nothing much fancy in this. We got the value of the hypotenuse as 5. Now it is very simple. Sin theta is what? Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. See, opposite is 4, hypotenuse is 5. So sin will be 4 by 5. Cos theta is what? Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. So cos will be 3 by 5. Correct? Put the values there. So sin theta is 4 by 5. Cos theta is 3 by 5. And then we are supposed to find out 2 sin theta cos theta. So 2 sin theta cos theta. 2 will remain as it is. Sin theta is 4 by 5. Cos theta is 3 by 5. So ultimately you get 2 into 4 is 8. 8 3 is 24. 24 by 5 5 is 25. So 24 by 25 is the final answer. And that is your option A. Correct? I hope this is clear to all of you. Easy and simple. Let's continue further. The next question says, in figure, point A is 25 centimeter away from the center of a circle and length AB of the tangent drawn from A to the circle is 24. Then the radius of the circle is what? There are 4 options given. Such type of questions are very easy. Always remember, they are solved with the help of Pythagoras theorem again, but we need to know one concept, that tangent is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Correct? So in the figure as in the figure should be given, yes it is given. Point A is 25 centimeter away from the center. So this point A is 25 centimeter away from the center and the length of AB of a tangent drawn from A is 24. So this is 24. AB is 24. What are we supposed to find out? We're supposed to find out the radius. So can I say OB is the radius? Also we know that since OB is the radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. So angle B will be 90 degrees, and once you get angle B, you can apply Pythagoras theorem to find out the radius, correct? So see, point A is 25 centimeter away from the center and length AB of the tangent drawn from A to the circle is 24. So OA is 25, AB is 24 and in triangle OBA, right? In triangle OBA, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. OB is perpendicular to AB. Please write down the reason. Always write down the reason. Tangent is perpendicular to radius, right? So tangent is perpendicular to radius. That is the reason. Angle OBA is 90 degree. So can I apply Pythagoras theorem? Yes. OB square plus AB square is equal to OA square. Put the values. So OA is 25, AB is 24. OB is nothing but the radius. You can also put R here if you want. And then that gives you 625 is equal to 576 plus OB square. And then OB square is equal to 625 minus 576. And OB square will be 49. And then OB will be under root 49, which is 7 centimeter. Easy. So 7 centimeter is the final answer. That means we can say that concluding statement would be the radius of the tangent is 7 centimeter. Option C is the correct option. I hope this question is also clear to you. Simple question, straightforward. Such type of questions are generally asked for 1 mark, always. So make sure that you will always have such type of questions. The new question says, for what value of k the quadratic equation has equal roots? Equal roots. So here we are talking about discriminant, right? Here we are talking about discriminant. And what is discriminant? Discriminant is the value of b square minus 4ac, correct? And we know that the value of b square minus 4ac, which is the discriminant, should be equal to 0 whenever we talk about equal roots, right? So let us do that, and 4 options are given. So we have x square minus kx plus 9 is equal to 0. So the quadratic equation x square minus kx plus 9 is equal to 0 will have equal roots only when b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, correct? So b square, that is minus k square minus 4 into 1 into 9 is equal to 0. So can I say this becomes k square minus 36 is equal to 0. You take 36 to the right hand side, you get k square is equal to 36. So k will be under root 36, and under root 36 is nothing but plus or minus 6, right? But here only one option is given, so obviously we have to stick to 6. If this question does not come in MCQ, then you'll have two answers here. What are the two answers? K is equal to plus 6 or k is equal to minus 6, and both the answers are correct because here you are taking the square root. There is no condition for k that it cannot be negative. It can be negative, it can be positive also. Perfect. Let's continue. So here consider the frequency distribution of the observations. So class interval is given and the frequency is given. Let us see what is the question. The question says the upper limit of the modal class. Modal class. Modal class means we are talking about mode, right? And mode means what? Mode means highest frequency. Mode is highest frequency, correct? So 4 options are given, and then we are supposed to find out the upper limit of the modal class. So which is the highest frequency here? Can I say 15 is the highest frequency? Yes. So which is the class? The class is 20 to 24. See, 15 is the highest frequency, so the class is 20 to 24. So what is the upper limit over here? The upper limit is 24. Upper limit is 24, lower limit is 20. If they ask you lower limit of the modal class, it will be 20. They asked you the upper limit of the modal class, it is 24. Simple. Perfect. So modal class is 20 to 24 and the upper limit is 24. Perfect. Okay. The new question says AB and CB are tangents to the circle with center O. Find angle ABC. AB and CB are tangents to the circle with center O. Find angle ABC. Okay. So interesting, very easy question. Two tangents are given, AB, CB, and this angle is given. We are supposed to find out this angle. So definitely that is a quadrilateral formed. Where is the quadrilateral formed? The quadrilateral is formed over here, ABCO, correct? So AB and CB are tangent to the circle with center O, that is already given. Angle AOC is given 130 degrees. Now this is a quadrilateral where, understand, can I say angle A is 90? Yes. Can I say angle C is 90? Why? Because radius and tangent are perpendicular. Radius and tangent are perpendicular. So this is 90, this is 90, this is 130. Can I find this out? Yes. Angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Sum of measures of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Correct? Okay. Let's sum of all the interior angles is 360. Then just add it. So AOC plus OAB plus OCB plus ABC is equal to 360. Put the values 90, 90, 130. So 90, 90, 130 plus ABC. Add this first. 90, 90, 180, 180, 130 is 310, isn't it? 310 will be shifted to the other side. Angle ABC is equal to 360 minus 310. That gives me 50 degrees. So which option is the correct option? Option B is the correct option. That is, the measure of angle ABC is 50 degrees. Okay, now comes the new question. See, second question which is based on discriminant. First question we already did where we were supposed to find out the roots of the quadratic equation. This says find the discriminant of the quadratic equation x square minus 3x plus 8. Now what is the meaning of discriminant? Discriminant is nothing but the value of b square minus 4ac, correct? Let's move on to the solution. So it is given and we are supposed to find out the discriminant. How did we get this a, b, c? If you just recall this is nothing but ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So the value of a is 1, the value of b is minus 3, the value of c is 8. Correct? So this is ABC. So discriminant is what? B square minus 4AC. That is minus 3 square minus 4 into 1 into 8. So that gives me minus 3 square is 9 minus 4 into 1 into 8. That is 32. And then 9 minus 32 is minus 23. That's it. So option B is the correct option. So we are done with 11th question, which was based on quadratic equation chapter, where we are supposed to find out the discriminant of the given quadratic equation. Perfect. We have the next question. If theta is equal to 45 degrees, find the value of 3 tan theta plus 2 sin theta. Simplest question. All we need to do is put theta as 45 here, and then you need to know the values which are there in the trigonometric table, isn't it? So let us do that. Theta is 45 degrees and then we have 3 tan theta plus 2 sin theta. So put theta as 45 degrees. So can I say this is 3 tan 45 plus 2 sin 45. Tan 45 is how much? Tan 45 is 1 and sin 45 is how much? 1 by root 2. So let's put the values. Okay, 3 into 1 plus 2 into 1 by root 2. So that gives you 3 plus 2 by root 2. Okay, how did we get this? See, this is 3 and this is 2 multiplied by 1 by root 2. Always remember, make sure you rationalize this. So you multiply by root 2, divide by root 2. In the denominator, you will get root 2 into root 2, which is 2. This 2 is already there and this is root 2. 2 gets cancelled and that is why you have only root 2 here. So 3 plus root 2 is the final answer, which is your option A. I hope this is clear. Easy. Let's continue. So the volume of a solid hemisphere is 2156 by 3 centimeter cube. The total surface area of the solid hemisphere is what? Volume is given. We are supposed to find out the total surface area. So children, always remember, we need to know all the formulae as well. We need to know two formulae here. One is the volume of solid hemisphere, which is 2 by 3 pi r cube. You should know this, which is given, and then total surface area is 3 pi r square. It is not 2 pi r square, it is 3 pi r square because it is a solid hemisphere. Okay, anyways, let's see the solution. 4 options are given. So what is the volume given? The volume is already given, 2156 by 3 centimeter cube, correct? So put the values. Volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. So can I say 2156 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3 pi r cube. 3 will get cancelled, 7 will go that side, 2 into 22 will be divided, and after shuffling of terms we are going to get r cube is equal to 343. So 343 is nothing but 7 cube. So if r cube is 7 cube, r will be 7, right? So let's get r as 7. Okay, radius is 7 centimeter. Now once you get the radius, can I find out the total surface area? Yes, I can do that. 3 pi r square, as I said, 3 into 22 by 7 into 7 square. 1 7 will get cancelled, and then 3 into 22 is 66. 66 into 7 is 462. 462 centimeter square is the correct answer. Clear, easy, very simple question, very straightforward question, but formula oriented. So we have to be quick as well. Okay. Let's continue further. It says 3 coins are tossed together. The probability of getting exactly 2 tail exactly, right, is what? 4 options are given. Firstly, when 3 coins are tossed, how many possibilities are there? The total possibilities are 8. How? HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, TTH, THT, HTT, TTT, correct? These are all the 8 possibilities when 3 coins are tossed, out of which we want exactly 2 tail. Here no tail is there, here only 1 tail, here 1 tail, 1 tail, exactly 2 tails, exactly 2 tails, exactly 2 tails, here 3 tails. We don't need that. So obviously n of s is 8 and let a be an event. You can define the event, but anyways it is an MCQ, so do it quickly. Exactly 2 tails. So TTH, THT, HTT, and then we have n of a as 3. So n of a is 3 and n of s is 8. So what will be the probability of event A? 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 is the right answer. Clear? Simple? Very easy question. Perfect. Let's continue further. Here we are at the 15th question now. It is based on coordinate geometry to find out distance between 2 points, and the question says find the distance between the points minus 2, 0 and 0, 6. So can I say minus 2, 0 can be considered as x1, y1 and 0, 6 as x2, y2, correct? And we know how to apply distance formula, right? Okay, how did we get this? The distance formula is given by under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, correct? So this is the formula to find out distance between 2 points. So x2 minus x1, that is 0 minus minus 2, that is 0 plus 2 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1, that is 6 minus 0 the whole square, correct? Then you solve this, that gives you 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 square is 4, 6 square is 36, under root 40. Under root 40 can be written as 2 root 10. Okay, how did we get this? Under root 40 can be written as 2 into 2 into 10. 2 2s are 4, 4 10s are 40. And then 2 into 2 is a pair, so 2 goes outside and then root 10. Clear? Okay, so the 15th question is done. 16th question. The mean and median of a statistical data are 15 and 18. Then what is the mode? Mean is given, median is given, mode is given. Always remember, there is a relation. There is a relation. Relation between what? Relation between mean, median and mode. And what is the relation? The relation is that mode is given by 3 times median. See, it is already given here, minus 2 times mean. Please make a note of this. Or it's your choice. How do you remember this? You can also write it down as 3 times median is equal to 2 times mean plus mode. Anyways, we are not bothered about the format. We'll just put the values. So we are supposed to find out the mode of the data. So mode on the left hand side, all the values on the right hand side. Put median as 18, put mean as 15. So 3 18s are 54, 15 2s are 30, 54 minus 30 is 24. That's it. So mode of the data is 24, correct? I hope this question is clear to you. We're done with the 16th question. Last 4 questions from this particular session, that is section A. So find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 6, 0 and 3, 1 internally in the ratio 1:3. Okay, now understand this very carefully. So whenever you have something like this, always try to draw a rough figure where there are 2 points 6, 0 and then 3, 1. There are 2 points, this is say A, this is B. First point is always x1, y1. Second point is always x2, y2. And then the ratio is 1:3. That means there is a point over here. That point is point P, such that AP is the first part and PB is the third part. So this is like your M, this is like your N. Now it becomes very easy to solve. So we have 4 options. So after having this, we know how to find out x. X is given by what? X is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, right? That is mx2. M is 1, x2 is 3. So 1 into 3, mx2 plus nx1, that is 3 into 6 by 1 plus 3. That gives you 3 plus 18 by 4, that is equal to 21 by 4, correct? And then what is y? y is given by my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, my2 that is 1 into 1 plus ny1 that is 3 into 6, 3 into 0 by 1 plus 3. So that gives you 1, 3 into 0 is 0, 1 plus 3 is 4. So yes, 21 by 4 and 1 by 4, that is your correct answer. Clear? Let's have a look at a new question. It says a bag contains 6 black balls and 8 green balls. So only two colors, two types of balls are there. One is black ball, other is green ball. One ball is taken out randomly. Find the probability that ball is green. Very simple. Firstly, we need to find out the total number of balls. So 6 black balls, 8 green balls. Total number of balls are going to be 14. Out of 14, how many green balls are there? 8 green balls are there. So let us take that. So the number of outcomes favorable to the event that a ball drawn is green is equal to 8. So what will be the probability? Favorable outcomes to total outcomes, that is 8 by 14. Always remember, you do the cancellation, you divide by 2. Once you divide by 2, you get 4. Divide by 2, you get 7. So what is the correct answer? The correct answer is 4 by 7, which is option D. Correct? Okay. Let's have a look at a new question now. So these questions 19 and 20 are very important. They are assertion and reason questions. So we are supposed to choose the correct option. Correct? So there are 4 options. Assertion and reason are true, but reason is the correct explanation of assertion A. The second option is assertion and reason both are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. The third option is assertion is true, but reason is false. And the fourth option is assertion is false, but reason is true. So we need to know the statements as well. So see the statement. The statement assertion is that root 7 is an irrational number where a is a prime number, and reason is square root of any prime number is always an irrational number. Correct? Okay. So let's try to understand the statement here. Root 7 is an irrational number. Root 7 is irrational. Is it true? Is it true? Yes, it is true. We know that root 7 is non-terminating and non-recurring. So can I say the assertion over here is definitely true. Now what is the reason? The reason is square root of any prime number is an irrational number. Square root of any prime number is an irrational number. Is it true? Yes, it is true. You take any prime number, root 2, irrational, root 5, irrational, root 7, irrational, root 11, irrational. Now see, this is true, this is true. But does the reason justify this? Yes, because here it says square root of any prime number. Any prime number is irrational. 7 is a prime number. So this will also be irrational. So yes, the reason is the right explanation for this, because anyway 7 is an irrational number. So we can say that assertion and reason, they are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion A. It is the correct explanation, right? Perfect. So let's continue with a new question. It says if area of the circle is 154 centimeter square, then its radius is 14 centimeter. And the reason is given, area of the circle is pi into radius square. Okay. So firstly again we need to identify whether both the statements are true or false. Okay, let's talk about assertion. If area of the circle, area is given how much? Area is given 154 centimeter square. What is the formula for area of the circle? Area of the circle is given by pi r square. So pi r square is 154. So this implies 22 by 7 into r square is 154. So can I say r square is 154 into 7 divided by 22. So 22 ones are 22 sevens are 7 sevens are 49. So if r square is 49, can I say the radius is 7? The radius is 7, isn't it? Once again, we have 154, 22 by 7 into r square is 154, 7 goes up, 22 goes down, correct? 22 sevens are. So the radius is 7. So if the area is 154, then the radius is 14. Is the radius 14? No, the radius is 7. So this is false. Now what is the reason given? Reason given is area of the circle is pi into radius square. This is true. See, no, this is pi r square. We already know. So as of now, what is the conclusion? Assertion is false. Reason is true. Let us see. Where are the options? Okay, the options are here. So for the 20th question, this is for the 19th question. For the 20th question, assertion is false, but reason is true. Okay, D. Correct? I hope this is clear to all of you. So as of now, we have completed our section A, which carries 20 marks in total, 18 questions of 1 mark, and the last 2 questions, they are MCQ, and the last 2 questions are assertion and reasoning questions. Now let's have a look at section B. Now section B, it consists of 5 questions of 2 marks each. It consists of 5 questions of 2 marks each. Okay, so it says find the product of LCM and HCF for the numbers 120 and 160. Product of HCF and LCM, very simple question. So firstly you need to find out the LCM, then you need to find out the HCF, and then take the product. So what are the 2 given numbers? The 2 given numbers are 120 and 160. We already know that HCF into LCM is the product of 2 numbers. So now if I want to find out the product of HCF and LCM, I actually don't need to find out the HCF and LCM and then multiply it, because I know the formula. HCF multiplied by LCM is directly product of 2 numbers. So can I write down 120 multiplied by 160? And 16 12s are 192. So that gives me 19,200. That's it. So HCF into LCM is 19,200. Also, if they give you, I'll just give you a hint, LCM of 2 numbers, suppose LCM of 2 numbers is 10, random example, and HCF is say 6, then find out the product of 2 numbers. Then the product would be directly HCF into LCM, that is 60. So they can ask you such type of questions also, reverse question, where they'll give you HCF LCM, you find out the product. Okay. Perfect. The next question says, see again we have one more question of real numbers. So real numbers, you can expect small questions here. It is given that HCF of 231 and 396 is 33. So there are 2 numbers. Suppose this is A, this is B. HCF is given. So this is HCF. Then we are supposed to find out the LCM. We already know that the product of 2 numbers, that is A into B, is HCF into LCM, correct? HCF into LCM is product of 2 numbers. So we will write down, okay, let us see the solution. This is the formula. So A into B is as good as your 231 into 396. So 231 into 396, A into B is equal to HCF is 33 into LCM. Divide 33 now, right? So 33 ones are, 33 12s are, and then you solve this further. So that gives you 2772. So 2772 is the LCM. I hope this question is clear to all of you. Easy, simple and straightforward. Let's have a look at a new question. It says 2 different dice are rolled simultaneously. Find the probability that the sum of the numbers appearing on the 2 dice is 8. Sum is addition. Addition of the numbers appearing on 2 dice is 8. Now understand this. So 2 dice are thrown simultaneously. So what is the sample space? Sample space will contain 36 sample points. How? I'm not writing down entirely, but please make sure you do that in the exam because it starts with 1 1, then 1 2, all the way it will go till 6 6. Correct? So n of s is 36. Sum of the numbers on 2 dice is 8. Now understand this. So see this, 2 plus 6 is 8, 3 plus 5 is 8, 4 plus 4 is 8, 5 plus 3 is 8 and 6 plus 2 is 8. So these are the only possibilities because you cannot go above 6 anyways. The last number on the dice is anyways 6. So if you see this, how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So can I say n of e is 5? So number of elements in the sample space are 36 and number of elements in the event e are 5. So what will be the probability? The probability will be n of e divided by n of s and that gives me 5 divided by 36. And this is the final answer, 5 by 36. Easy question? Perfect. Let's have a look at a new question. So how many positive 3-digit integers have the 100th digit 5 and units digit 6? Find the probability of selecting one such number out of all the 3-digit numbers. All the 3-digit numbers. 3-digit numbers, they begin from what? They begin from 100. They go all the way to 999. So how many total number of 3-digit numbers are there? 999 minus 100 plus 1. This is basically the formula. If the number of digits are from A to B, then the total number of digits are B minus A plus 1. Correct? So this gives me 900. Okay, that's not 899. Please don't just subtract both of them. So total 3-digit numbers are 900. Now what is the question? The question says that is n of s is 900. Now please understand this. It says the 100th digit is 5 and unit digit is 6. Now it is like unit 10, 100. Correct? So the 100th digit is 5 and the unit digit is 6. 10th digit here, it can be anything. So see the numbers, 5 and 6 is fixed. 5 and 6, 5 and 6, 5 and 6, 5 and 6, 100 and unit. 10th digit can take any value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and even 0. It can be 0 also. So how many total digits do you find? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10. So n of a is 10. Then what will be probability of event A? N of A divided by n of s. You must have got the answer by now. And that is 10 by 900, which is 1 by 90. I hope you are understanding this question. This was an important part. 100th digit 5, unit digit 6, which is fixed. Perfect. Let's have a look at a new question. Now this says evaluate as in find the value. Evaluate 2 root 3 into sin 60 tan 45 plus 3 root 2 into cos 45. Now see, you need to know the values, right? Sin 60 tan 45, sin 60 root 3 by 2, tan 45 1, cos 45 1 by root 2. Let's put the values. See, root 3 by 2, tan 45 is 1 here and this is 3 root 2 into 1 by root 2. So what all gets cancelled? This gets cancelled, right? And here if you solve this further, root 3 into root 3 is 3. 2 also gets cancelled. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 1 goes and 3 ones are 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. That's it. The answer is 6. I strongly believe questions based on trigonometry are much simple when it comes to substitution because these are based on entirely the table. So make sure that the table is handy. I don't believe in by hearting it, but at the same time you have to be able to recollect. If you have solved ample of problems, definitely you'll be able to recollect the values very quickly. Or else draw the table at the last page of your answer sheet so that for this particular chapter You can just pick the values from there, correct? Okay. So let's have a look at a new question. It says find the value of P for which the points are collinear. Collinear means what? The points lie on the same line. So if I have 3 points A, B, C, the 3 points are given minus 2 comma 4, 3 comma P, 3 comma minus 2. So there are multiple ways of solving this. Whenever the 3 points are collinear, basically what we can do is we can find out distance AB, we can find out distance BC, and AB plus BC is equal to AC. AB plus BC is equal to AC. Second is area of triangle. So that completely depends on your wish, that if 3 points are collinear, the area of triangle, the triangle does not form, right? So the area of triangle is going to be 0. See. And this is the formula to find out the area of triangle. Half of x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Now what is this x1 y1 x2 y2? This is x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3. Pick up from here, put the values. x1 is minus 2, y2 is p, c, and so on. So rest of the values you can see and do it. And then you solve this further. Solve the brackets now inside. So once you solve the brackets, this is minus 2p. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 into 2 is minus 6. 4 into 3 is 12, but that is minus 12. Minus 12 into minus 6. Minus 12 minus 6 is minus 18. 12 minus 3p. And this 2 goes on the other side. So 2 into 0 is 0. Now solve this further. Minus 2p minus 3p is minus 5p, right? And this is 12 plus 4, 16. 16 minus 18 is minus 2. So minus 5p is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 on the other side. Minus 5p is equal to 2. P is equal to minus 2 by 5. So what is the value of P? The value of P is minus 2 by 5, for which these points are collinear. And as I said, what is the other way? Other way is find out distance AB plus find out distance BC, equate that with distance AC. In that also you will get the value of P using distance formula. Correct? Very good. Let's have a look at one more question. This is the last question of section B. It says, in the figure given below, HT is parallel to QR. Okay, figure is given. Perfect. HT is parallel to QR. PS is 4.8. Okay, this is 4.8. SQ is 7.2. Where is SQ? SQ is 7.2. And PR is 6. So this entire PR is 6. We are supposed to find out PT. Now easy question. What we can do is HT is parallel to PR. Understand this. Can I say HT is parallel to QR? That means PS by SQ, or you can also take by corollary PS by PQ. PS by PQ is equal to PT by PR. So this is the corollary of BPT. Basically we are using BPT, but in BPT we take PS by SQ and PT by TR. We are taking entire PQ. We can do that. This is the corollary. But you can write down basic proportionality theorem, that's not a problem. Now you put the values. So PS by PQ. Can I say this entire PQ is PS plus SQ is equal to PT by PR. Now put the values. PS is 4.8, right? PQ will be 4.8 plus 7.2 and PR is 6, this entire PR. PT as it is. So 4.8 plus 7.2 is 12. So you get 4.8 by 12 is equal to PT by 6. So PT will be 6 into 4.8 by 12. And then 6 ones are, 6 twos are, 2 ones are, 2.4s are. So 2.4 is the answer. Okay. So this is 2.4 centimeters. Yes, centimeters. So write down the unit correctly at the end. If the unit is centimeter, write down centimeter. Clear? So in this way we have done section B as well. We are done with section B where we have covered 5 questions. So section A 20 questions, section B 5 questions. Now we will move on to section C. So section C is one of the important sections which I feel, because there are 6 questions of 3 marks. So total this section is of 18 marks and the questions here are very moderate. They are not that difficult. Correct? So it is in the middle. So if you know the basics very well, you will be able to solve these questions. Okay. Interesting, this is based on similarity. So in the figure, triangle PQR is right angled at Q. So triangle PQR is there. It is right angled at Q, it is already given. Then it is given that ST is perpendicular to PR. ST is perpendicular to PR. We are supposed to prove that PQR, the entire PQR and PTS are similar. So this is for 1 mark, this is for 1 mark, this is for 1 mark. So total 3 things we are supposed to find out. Then find out PT and ST. Let's focus on the first part, isn't it? The first part is the 2 triangles. Now see, whenever we are proving the 2 triangles, triangle PTS, triangle PQR, it's very simple, right? In both the triangles we have angle P. This angle P is the common angle, correct? And after the common angle, what do I have? I have Q and T equal. Q and T 90 degrees, that's it. A test of similarity. That's not a problem. So PQR is 90 degrees. So what will be PQ? PQ will be PS plus SQ. That is going to be 8. Anyways, we need to prove the 2 triangles similar first. So this is the proof for proving the 2 triangles similar. Firstly, we are doing this. So let's focus on this. Forget about this part. We will be doing that. So in triangle PQR and PTS, Q and T are equal. They are 90 degrees each. Angle P is the common angle. Therefore, the 2 triangles are similar by angle-angle test of similarity. Now, if you see the question, what else are we supposed to find out? We are supposed to find out some length, right? We are supposed to find out the length of PT. Length of PT. And then we are supposed to find out the length of ST. Correct? Firstly, what will be the length of entire PQ? If this is 5 and if this is 3, the entire PQ is going to be 8, right? Now, if this entire is 8 and this is 15, how much will be the length of PR? Can I apply Pythagoras theorem? Yes. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, I can say that PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. So PR square is equal to 8 square plus 15 square. That is 64 plus 225. That is 289. Under root of 289 is 17. So PR is 17. So this entire part is 17. Anyways, we have proved the 2 triangles similar now. This part was already done. Now we know that if the 2 triangles are similar, the corresponding sides are in proportion. So can I say PQ by PT? See, understand how to write this down. PQ by PT. First 2 letters is equal to QR by TS. Second, third. And then PR, PS. First, third. See. Now put the values. What is the reason? Corresponding sides of similar triangles, right? Corresponding sides of similar triangles. PQ is 8, entire PQ. PT, we don't know. QR is 15, ST we don't know. PR is 17, this entire part is 17 and PS is 5. So firstly, you can take the first and the third ratio. Then you can take the second and the third ratio and get the values of PT and ST respectively. So 8 by PT is equal to 17 by 5. So PT is equal to 8 into 5 by 17, that is 40 by 17. Don't go in fractions, keep this as your final answer, not needed. So PT is 40 by 17. Similarly, take these 2 ratios now, 15 by, okay, so ST obviously we have to solve because that was the third question. So ST will be what? From here ST will be equal to 15 into 5 divided by 17. So ST will be equal to 75 by 17. Correct? So this this part 75 by 17. I hope this question is clear to you. So this was the first question of 3 marks that we have solved. Now we will move on to the second question, and it's an interesting question because if you see, again it is based on triangle similarity, but they're asking you the area of the quadrilateral, that is PYZQ. If you see what we are supposed to find out, the question says find out the area of the quadrilateral PYZQ, that is this. What is given? The area of the upper triangle, entire triangle, the whole triangle is 147, the entire triangle. And it is given that XP by PY and XQ by QZ, XP by PY and XQ by QZ is 3 by 4. That means definitely if the two sides are in proportion, the lines are parallel. Here can I say this PQ and YZ is parallel to each other. Now see what is the logic behind finding the area of this. I need to find out the area of the entire triangle and then subtract the smaller triangle. So if I subtract the area of the smaller triangle from the area of the bigger triangle, I will be left with the quadrilateral. But firstly I need to prove the two triangles similar there. Now this is already given, right? So here if I just take invertendo means take the reciprocal, can I say PY by XP will be equal to QZ by XQ will be equal to 4 by 3, right? Now add 1 on both the sides, or else you can also say do componendo. So after doing componendo or adding 1, this becomes PY plus XP by XP is equal to QZ plus XQ by XQ is equal to 7 by 3. Now we have PY plus XP, that will be XY. See, XY by XP by XP is equal to XZ by XQ. Can I say XY is the side of the bigger triangle, XP is the side of the smaller triangle, XZ is the side of the bigger triangle, XQ is the side of the smaller triangle, and the two sides are in proportion, two sides. And in the bigger triangle and the smaller triangle, this angle X is the common angle. YXZ, PXQ, X is common. So can I say slightly we need to do this. So after this, two sides and then in between I have a common angle. So the two triangles, which two triangles? Triangle PXQ is similar to triangle YXZ by SAS test of similarity. And once the two triangles are similar, can I say that the ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So area of triangle XYZ, bigger triangle, by area of triangle XPQ is equal to XY by XP the whole square. But XY by XP we already have it here. Let's put that. So this is 7 by 3 and this is already given. So 147 by PXQ is equal to 7 by 3 the whole square. So if you solve this further, it gives you 147 by XPQ is equal to 49 by 9. You transpose 9 there. So that gives you 147 multiplied by 9 by 49. 49 ones are and 49 threes are and 9 threes are 27. So the area of the smaller triangle is 27. Are we done with the problem? Actually no. Why no? Because we are supposed to find out the area of this particular quadrilateral, right? So now it is easy. We can find out the area of the quadrilateral. How do we find out the area of the quadrilateral? Area of quadrilateral PQZY will be equal to area of the bigger triangle XYZ minus area of the smaller triangle PXQ, that is equal to 147 minus 27, and that gives you 120 centimeters square. Yes, that means the area of this particular region is 120 centimeters square. Clear? Now let's have a look at a new question. It says the sum of two numbers is 16 and the sum of the reciprocal is 8 by 30 reciprocals. Find the numbers. So two numbers are there, sum of two numbers is 16. So what we can do is we can consider the two numbers as x and y. That's your choice. You can also consider the two numbers as x and 16 minus x. Anyways, we are going to get the same thing. This is a question based on quadratic equation. So if you see sum of two numbers, we have considered the two numbers as x and y. So x plus y is 16. So from here can I say y will be 16 minus x, and sum of the reciprocals is 8 by 30. Sum of the reciprocal means what? The reciprocal of x is 1 by x. The reciprocal of y is 1 by y, and that is 8 by 30. And y is something that we already know, which is 16 minus x. Correct? So let us do that. So 1 by x plus 1 by y is 8 by 30, and y is 16 minus x. Put it here. So 1 by x plus 1 by 16 minus x is equal to 8 by 30. Now solve this further. How do we solve this? X and 16 minus x will be multiplied in the denominator. Here we take the LCM. So 16 minus x plus x by x into 16 minus x is equal to 8 by 30. So this anyways gets cancelled. We get 16 and 8. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. And in the denominator we have 16 into x, 16x. X into x, x square is 1 by 30. So 16x minus x square goes on the other side. That gives you 16x minus x square is equal to 60. So x square minus 16x plus 60 is equal to 0. This is 60. This is minus 16. So you can split this as minus 10 and minus 6. Because minus 10 plus minus 6 is minus 16. And minus 10 into minus 6 is plus 60. Correct? So that is minus 10 minus 6. Now from here you can take x common. From here you can take minus 6 common. So you get x minus 10, which is the common bracket, and then x minus 6 in the other bracket. So you get two numbers, x is equal to 10 or x is equal to 6. So if x is 10, what will be y? Y will be 16 minus x, that is 16 minus 10, which is 6. And if x is 6, what is y? Y is 16 minus 6, which is 10. Simple. So there are two numbers, 10 and 6, right? The numbers are 10 and 6. It doesn't matter which number is the first number, which number is the second number, because greater smaller is not given. Let's have a look at a new question now. It says alpha and beta are zeros of the polynomial x square minus 15x plus 54. Then form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 4 alpha and 2 beta. Correct? This is the question. So already a quadratic polynomial is given to us, that is x square minus 15x plus 54, and the zeros of this are alpha and beta. We know that. So here we get a as 1, b as minus 15 and c as 54. So there are two ways of doing it. Either you solve this with the help of factorization method, or you can solve this by formula method. The choice is yours. Let us go ahead with formula method. For that we need the discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. B square minus 15 square minus 4 into 1 into 54. So that is 225 minus 216, that gives you 9. So b square minus 4ac is 9. Now how do we find out the roots? We know that roots of zeros are given by minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Put the value, that is minus of minus 15 plus or minus under root, this is 9, we already calculated, by 2 into 1. So minus minus becomes plus, that gives you x is equal to 15 plus or minus 3 by 2. So that is 15 plus 3 by 2 or 15 minus 3 by 2. 15 plus 3 is 18 by 2. 15 minus 3 is 12 by 2. 18 by 2 is 9. 12 by 2 is 6. So x is 6 or x is 9. Correct? Now alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So basically alpha is 9 and beta is 6. But there is one more polynomial whose zeros are 4 alpha and 2 beta. So we need to find out 4 alpha. Okay, it is already given alpha beta. 4 alpha. So 4 alpha is 4 into 9. 4 into 9 is 36. And 2 beta. 2 beta is 2 into 6, which is 12. So 4 alpha is 36. 2 beta is 12. Now this 4 alpha will be like your new alpha. And 2 beta will be like your new beta. And we know that a quadratic polynomial is given by, okay, this I'll just explain you. The quadratic polynomial is given by x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros, that is alpha into beta, this is alpha plus beta, is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. If they are asking polynomial, even if you don't write down equal to 0, that is fine. But alpha and beta are nothing but 4 alpha and 2 beta here. So see, we are putting 36 as alpha, we are putting 12 as beta, 36 as alpha, 12 as beta, and then solve it further. That is easy. So x square minus 48x plus 432. This is the required quadratic polynomial. If they are asking you quadratic polynomial, just write down this. If they ask you quadratic equation, write down equal to 0. That is the ideal way of doing it. When they say equation, write down equal to 0. When they say polynomial, even if you don't write down equal to 0, that is fine. Okay. Now comes a new question. It says simplify sine raised to 6 theta plus cos raised to 6 theta. Now definitely we don't have the direct formula for power 6, right? So this can be further written, the numerator as sine square theta the whole cube and cos square theta the whole cube, and then we will consider sine square theta as a, cos square theta as b, and then we will apply the formula for a cube plus b cube, isn't it? So this can be written as sine square theta the whole cube plus cos square theta the whole cube by 1 minus 3 sine square theta cos square theta. Now what is the formula for a cube plus b cube? A cube plus b cube is given by a plus b the whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b, isn't it? So see, a plus b the whole cube, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta the whole cube minus 3ab, that is 3 sine square theta cos square theta into a plus b, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta. This is anyways 1. This is 1. So you get 1 cube is 1. Okay, we have 1 cube minus this part and this is 1. Correct? 1 cube is 1. Let us take one more step further. And if you see the numerator and denominator, can I say both of them are same? If it is same, can I cancel it? And if I cancel it, the answer that I get is 1. Isn't it? That's it. So we have simplified and we got the value as 1. I hope you are understanding this. A simple question, easy question, and the value is 1 for this. Let's have a look at a new question now. Okay, now it says ABCD is a square of side 28 centimeter. So each side is 28 centimeter. And APD and BPC are semicircles. So we have semicircles. This is a semicircle, this is a semicircle. Find the area of the shaded region. So we are supposed to find out the area of this shaded region. Now can I say the area of the shaded region is going to be the area of the entire square, minus 2 times the area of semicircle. That is what we need to do. So let us see. What is the formula to find out area of a square? Area of a square is given by side square. So we have 28 square. 28 square is 784. So we got the area of the entire square. This side becomes the diameter for the semicircle. So can I say this is 14? The radius is 14. What is the formula to find out area of a semicircle? Half of pi r square, that is half of circle. So see, semicircles APD and BPC are drawn using the sides, they are the diameter. So the radius is 14. Clear? Area will be what? Pi r square divided by 2. That is 22 by 7 into r square is 14 square and 1 by 2. So you can solve this, 2 1s are, 2 11s are, and then 14 square, so 7 1s are. This will be 2 because 14 will occur 2 times. So 2 into 14. So finally we are getting 22 by 7 into half into 14 into 14, which is 11 into 2. 22 into 14, that is 308. Correct? So this is 308. This will also be the same. It is not going to change. So the total semicircle area will be 308 plus 308, 616. Correct? Okay, that is 2 times 308, 616. Now can I find out the area of the shaded region? Yes, total square minus the area of the two semicircles. So 784 minus 616, and that gives me 168 centimeters square. So this is the area of which region? This. Now let's continue further. Let's have a look at a new question. It says, find the area of the major segment. Area of the major segment in the figure of a circle of radius 42 centimeter. Say radius is 42. Radius is 42. Angle AOB is 90 degrees. Angle AOB is 90 degrees. Correct? And major segment. Major segment means this upper part. This we are supposed to find out, isn't it? Now, understand. Can I say area of the major segment will be equal to area of the entire circle minus the area of the minor segment? Obviously. So I need the entire circle and I want to remove this part, the light colored part, that I get the upper part. Okay. So radius is 42. Now here can I say APB is the major segment of the circle and ACB is the minor segment. See, this is minor. Okay. So area of the major segment will be area of the circle minus area of the minor segment, as we discussed right now. Now firstly let us find out area of the minor segment. Now how do we find out this area? This area is the area of entire sector, and then you just remove the triangle. So from the entire sector, if I remove the triangle, I get the lower part. That is exactly what I'll do. So what is area of sector? Theta by 360 into pi r square. Theta by 360 multiplied by pi r square. So theta is 90. That gives me 90 by 360 multiplied by 22 by 7 multiplied by 42 into 42. Correct. So this gives me 1 by 4. And then you solve this. 7 1s are 7 6s are. Then 2 2s are, 2 3s are, 2 1s are, 2 11s, and then 11 into 3 into 42. Can keep doing this, and then that gives you 1848. Correct? So this is just the calculation part. You can do it on your own, I'm very sure. So let's have a look at a new question now. It says, show that 6 minus root 5 is an irrational number. See, whenever such questions are asked for 3 marks, please make a note that root 5 is irrational. Root 5 is irrational. It is not that something we need to prove. We don't have to prove that root 5 is irrational. Directly we will consider root 5 as irrational. Now let 6 minus root 5 be rational number. We'll start with assumption, right? So this is by method of contradiction, isn't it? Method of we solve this with the help of method of contradiction. So let 6 minus root 5 be a rational number. So 6 minus root 5 will be equal to a by b. So from here can I say root 5 will be equal to 6 minus a by b. So from here can I say root 5 will be equal to 6b minus a by b. Now see, if you see this part, a is an integer, right? That is the definition of rational number where a and b are integers. So whenever we do some operation on integers, this is also an integer. This is also an integer. So now can I say, since a and b are integers, 6b minus a by b is a rational number because it is integer by integer, but root 5 is irrational. So this is contradicting our assumption, right? And what was our assumption? Our assumption was that this is a rational number. This was our assumption. Therefore, it is an irrational number. See, there is one more way of doing it. What is one more way of doing it? I'll tell you that as well. That is more easy, because if we have 6 minus root 5, we know that 6 is rational. Write down 6 is rational. Then write down root 5 is irrational. Now we know that the difference between a rational and an irrational number is always irrational. Write that down. That's it. So 6 minus root 5 is irrational. 6 rational, root 5 irrational, difference irrational. That's it. Great. Now we are moving to section D. Now section D consists of 4 questions of 5 marks each. Very important. We'll have a maximum almost weightage of 20 marks, isn't it? 4 questions only, 5 marks each. Okay. So it says graphically solve the following pair of equations. So 2 equations are given. 2x plus y is equal to 4 and 2x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. And then find the area of triangle made by x-axis and y-axis and the lines. Okay. So firstly we have the equations. What are the equations? 2x plus y is equal to 4. And see, 2x minus y is equal to minus 2, because minus 2 can be taken on the other side. 2 can be taken on the other side, that becomes minus 2. Can I solve this to get the value of x and y? Yes. But for that, we need a graph. So no need to solve it algebraically. All we need to do is draw first line, draw second line, and then see whether they are intersecting or not. So 2x plus y is equal to 4. So for 2x plus y is equal to 4, if I put x as 0, if x is 0, y will be 4, so 0, 4. If I put x as 2, 2 to the 4, y will be 0, then 2, 0. So I'll get this point on y-axis, this point on x-axis. Easy. Then for equation 2x minus y is equal to minus 2, same thing again. Put x as 0, you get y as 2 because minus minus gets cancelled. So you put y as 0, you get x as minus 1. So this is 0, 2, this is 0, 2, and this is minus 1, 0. Correct? So draw the 2 lines. See, this is the first line. Which one? The first line is 2x plus y is equal to 4. So 0, 4, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0, 4. This is the first line. So I can name this as 2x plus y is equal to 4. I can name the other line as, correct? So the 2 lines are intersecting now. Now we are supposed to find out the region between the x-axis, y-axis and the lines. So this is the entire region that we need to figure out. So tell me, how much is this distance? 2. How much is this distance? 4. So what will be the area? The area is given by half into base into height. That is half into 2 into 4. The base is 2. The height is 4. The answer is area is 4 square units. Between the x-axis, between the y-axis and the lines. So this is the region that we get. the triangle formed, and the area is 4 square units, which is the final answer. This was asked for 4 marks, easy question again, right? Okay, now let us see a question based on AP. It says the taxi charges in a city, that is taxi fare. Taxi fare in a city consists of fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. So there is a fixed charge also, and then there is a charge for the distance covered. For the distance of 10 km, the charge paid is 105 rupees, and for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is 155 rupees. What are the fixed charges and the charges per kilometer? How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km? So let us consider the fixed charge as X. There are two charges, right? So let the fixed charge be X, and let the charge for every distance be Y. So charge for every distance further is Y. Now if you see the first condition, for a distance of 10 km, the charge paid is 105 rupees. So can I say fixed charge is already there, that is not going to change, and for 10 kilometers it is after every distance covered, that will be multiplied with Y. So X plus 10Y is equal to total amount, that is 105 rupees. Similarly, can you frame the second equation? See here, for 15 kilometers it is 155. So this becomes 15, this becomes 155, rest of the things remain the same. So can I say for a distance of 15 kilometers, since the charge paid is 155 rupees, X plus 15Y is equal to 155. Now we can subtract the two equations. This is X plus 15Y and the previous one is X plus 10Y. X gets cancelled in the next step, of course, and then 15Y minus 10Y is 155 minus 105, which is 50. This becomes 5Y is equal to 50, and Y is equal to 50 divided by 5. So the value of Y that we get is 10. Correct. The value of Y is 10. Now we have got the value of Y. Can we get the value of X? Yes. Put it back again in any of the equations. So if I put the value of Y in equation 1, which was X plus 10Y is equal to 105, X plus 10Y, this is Y. So X plus 100 is equal to 105. 100 goes on the other side, X is equal to 105 minus 5, which is 100. Fixed charge is how much? Rupees 5, we need to write that down, and per kilometer, the charge is 10 rupees. So for 25 kilometers, it will be X plus 25Y. X plus 25Y. X is what? 5. Y is what? 10. Put it there. So 5 plus 25 into 10, that is 5 plus 250, and that gives you 255 rupees. So for covering a distance of 25 kilometers, you are supposed to pay 255 rupees. I hope this question is clear to you. One more question we have solved of 5 marks. Easy. So we can say that a person have to pay 255 rupees for traveling a distance of 25 km. Okay, the next question says the radii, that means there are two radius, the radii of two concentric circles are 17 and 12. What is the meaning of concentric circles? Concentric circles means two circles with same center but different radii. The radius is different. AB is the diameter of the bigger circle and BD is tangent to the smaller circle touching it at D and intersecting the larger circle at P. On producing, find the length of AP. Okay, let's analyze the figure because there are ample of statements here. Two concentric circles, small circle, big circle, center O, correct? Radius 17 and 12. That means this OD is the radius of the smaller circle, which is 12. OA is the radius of the bigger circle, which is 17. And BD is the tangent to the smaller circle touching it at D and intersecting the larger circle at point P on producing. Producing means BD is produced at P. Find the length of AP. So this AP is question mark, correct? So OD is the radius of the smaller circle and BD is the tangent. So what is the relation between the radius and the tangent? We know that radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. This angle is 90 degrees, correct? So see, OD is perpendicular to BD, that is angle ODB is 90 degrees. Now understand, can I say point P is in the semicircle of the bigger circle? How? If you see, if I have a circle, the bigger one, only I am drawing one circle. What is AB? AB is the diameter. Point P is where? Point P is on the circle. So can I say this is semicircle and point P is on the circle and angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So can I say angle P will be also 90 degrees? So see, D is 90, P is also 90. See, 90, 90. Now understand, if I take the two triangles, triangle ODB and triangle APB, can I prove the two triangles similar? See, angle B is common, angle B, common angle, and then P and D are equal. Why P and D are equal? Because both of them are 90 degree each. So can I say the two triangles are similar by angle test of similarity? Now since the two triangles are similar, can I say AB by OB, see AB by OB is equal to AP by OD. Now AP by OD, OD is already 12, AB, how much is AB? AB is 34. Okay, how did we get this as 34? Because if you see, what is the radius of the bigger circle? The radius of the bigger circle is 17. So AB is the diameter. Diameter will be double of 17, that is 34. Correct? So this becomes AP by 12 is equal to 2. This is 2. So 12 to the 24. So AP is equal to 24 centimeter. That's it. Correct? So we got the value of AP. The value of AP is 24 centimeter. So if I just recall this, angle B congruent to angle B, common angle. This is 90. This is 90. The two triangles are similar. Take the ratios, put the values. AB is 34 because the radius of the smaller circle is 17, and then we can easily find out the value of AP, which is 24. Basically it's simple. See, this is 12, this will be 24, double, because if this is 17 and the other side is 34, then here also we will have the ratio double, isn't it? 12 and 24. Logic. Okay. Now we have a question based on application of trigonometry. One question from application of trigonometry will definitely be there. So you definitely have to do this type of questions. Please don't skip it. It says from the top of a building 150 meter high. So there is a building 150 meter high. The angle of depressions of top and bottom of a tower are observed to be 45 degrees. So building is high and then there is a tower and this is the line of horizontal. At the top of the tower, the angle of depression is how much? 45 degrees. At the bottom of the tower, the angle of depression is 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. Also find the distance between the foot of the building and the bottom of the tower. Foot of the building, bottom of the tower, find out the distance. Here is the figure. Okay, the figure is perfectly made. So if you see, height of the building is given. So can I say EC is the building and AB is the tower, correct? So EC is 150. So let the height of the tower be Y and AC is equal to BD. AC and BD, both of them are equal, they are x meters. So in triangle BDE, if I take triangle BDE, also this is a rectangle, that is why x meters and x meters, BD and AC will be equal. So in triangle BED or BDE, if I apply tan theta, can I say tan 45 is opposite by adjacent? Opposite is ED, adjacent is BD. So can I say tan 45 is ED by x? So 1 will be equal to ED by x. But tell me one thing, what will be ED? Can I say ED? See, this is y, isn't it? This is y. Entire part is 150. So the remaining part is 150 minus y. So if you see, this ED is 150 minus y and BD is x. See, so x goes that side. So I get x is equal to 150 minus y, or x plus y is 150. Simple. Now let us take triangle ACE. Can I apply tan? This is tan 60. Tan 60 is EC by AC, and root 3 is equal to EC, which is 150 by AC, which is x. So x will be 150 by root 3. You just rationalize this. That gives you 50 root 3, right? Because root 3 into root 3 is 3. This is 150 root 3, correct? That gives you 86.71 meters. So x is 86.71. Now, what is y? Y is 150 minus x, right? So here 86.71 is equal to 150 minus y. Y is 150 minus 86.71, and that gives you 63.29 meters. So the height of the tower is 63.29 meters, and the distance between the tower and the building is 86.71 meters. I hope you have understood this question. Very simple, based on application of trigonometry, right? Perfect. Yeah, so that is the final verdict. So let's have a look at a new question. It says, in market, fruit vendor was selling mangoes in packing boxes. These boxes contain different number of boxes. Okay, so there are number of mangoes and there are number of boxes. So number of mangoes are 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and so on. Number of boxes are here. And then the question says, find the mean and median number of mangoes in the packing box. We are also supposed to find out the mean. We are also supposed to find out the median. This is going to be a very lengthy question because mean and median, because they're formula oriented questions, right? So firstly, we need a chart, and I'll explain you this chart very carefully. We are doing this with the help of step deviation method. Correct? So in step deviation method, basically, what all do we need? And then this is for mean, and then we are going to move to find out the median as well. So the class interval is given, right? What is the class interval? The class interval is 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. This is already given. And then we have the number of boxes as well, correct? So the number of boxes is nothing but the frequency. Firstly, we'll find out the class mark. How we find out the class mark? Class mark is nothing but the mean of the class interval. So you take the midpoints of the class interval, 20 to 30. That is 20 plus 30 divided by 2. That gives you 25. 30 to 40. That is 30 plus 40 divided by 2. That is 35. 40 to 50. That is 45. 50 to 60. That is 55. 60 to 70 is 65. And 70 to 80 is 75. That is your xi. Frequency is already given. Firstly, we find out the total frequency. That is, we add this. After adding all of them, we get 200, right? So this is the total frequency. Then we find out ui. For that, we need to assume some mean. So from the class mark, we assume mean. So any value you can take. You can take 25 also, you can take 75 also, ideally take the middle value. So the middle value is 45, so I am taking 45 as my A. So this is my assumed mean. So what is my assumed mean? My assumed mean is 45. Now I need to find out UI. UI is what? Xi minus A. A is already fixed, which is 45. So Xi minus A divided by H. H is what? H is the class size. What is the difference between 30 and 20? 10. 40 and 30, 10. That means the class size is 10. So U is nothing but Xi minus 45 by 10. So keep on taking the values. First Xi is 25. So 25 minus 45 by 10. 25 minus 45, right? That is minus 20 by 10, gives me minus 2. Then 35 minus 45 by 10, that is minus 10 by 10, that gives me minus 1. Then 45 minus 45 by 10, that gives me 0. 55 minus 45 by 10, that gives me 1. 65 minus 45 by 10, that gives me 2. And then 3. We find out FIUI. That is minus 90, minus 52, 0, 25, 46 and 66. Now you take the summation. Now you take the summation of FIUI, right? So what is the summation of FIUI? Summation of FIUI will be 173 here. This is summation of FI, which is 200. What is the formula? The formula with the help of step deviation method. A plus summation FIUI by summation FI into H. This is step deviation method. A is 45, FIUI is 173, this is 200 and H is 10. So 45 and this gets cancelled. 173 divided by 20 is 8.65 and then that gives me 53.65, right? 53.65 is the final answer. That is your mean. This is just the half question. We are also supposed to find out the median. So how do we find out the median? To find out the median, firstly you find out the cumulative frequency. So 45 is here, 45 and 52, 97, 97 and 33, 130, 133 and 25, 155, 155 and 23, 178, 178 and 22 is 200. So summation FI is 200, summation FIUI is 173. But this is anyways not needed now. We are just focusing on the median. So for median, n is how much? N is 200. So we will do n by 2. N by 2 will be 100. Which is the value closer to 100? Can I say value closer to 100 and slightly greater than 100 is 130? Correct? 130 greater than 100. So this is my median class. Then what will be the lower limit of my median class? Lower limit will be 40. So lower limit of my median class is going to be 40. Then the frequency is going to be the corresponding frequency, 33. What will be CF? CF is always preceding, previous. See the pattern how it goes. Median class, lower limit, frequency, cumulative frequency, everything is here. And then we have H. H is the class size, which is 10. Then use the formula for median. What is the formula to find out the median? L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. So L is 40 plus n by 2. N by 2 means 200 by 2 is 100 minus CF by F into H. F is 33, H is 10. So 40 plus this becomes 3. 3 by 33 is 1 by 11 and then 10 by 11 is 0.91. So 40 plus 0.91 is 40.91, correct? And that is the final answer. Easy. So we have calculated the mean, we have calculated the median. If they also tell you to calculate the mode, mode is given by just giving you the formula. L plus F1 minus F0 by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Clear? So let's have a look at a new question now. It says find the mean of the following data. So the data is already given to us. The class intervals are given, the frequency is given, and we are supposed to find the mean. It's a very simple question. So again, there are multiple ways of doing this. So firstly, what we will do is, we'll try to convert the data. See, understand. This is 81 to 90, 91 to 100, 101 to 110. That means it is not continuous. The class intervals are not continuous. So we have to make them continuous. So whenever we have something like this, firstly, you find out the difference. Find out the difference between the lower limit of the next class and the upper limit of the previous class. So 91 minus 90 is how much? It is 1. 91 minus 90 is 1. Now you break it into two parts, that is divided by 2. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Correct? Now you subtract 0.5 from the lower limit and add 0.5 in the upper limit. So this becomes 80.5 to 90.5. This becomes 90.5 to 100.5. Then 100.5 to 110.5 and so on. So see, if you see the class intervals, these are the actual classes and these are the continuous classes. This is called as continuous class, correct? Then you find out the class mark. How do you find out the class mark? Class mark is nothing but the midpoint of the class interval. So if you take the midpoint of the class interval, if you take this, doesn't matter. 81 and 90. See, midpoint as in mid value. I cannot say midpoint actually. Mid value is better word to say. So this becomes 171 divided by 2. That is 85.5. Then this becomes 95.5. This is 105.5. This is 115.5 and this is 125.5, right? Frequency, this column is already given. And what is U? U is given by xi minus A by H. But what is A? A is the assumed mean. So from here, let us consider 105 as the assumed mean. So 105 is our assumed mean. So 85.5 minus 105.5 is minus 20. See, 85.5 minus 105.5 is minus 80, minus 20. Minus 20 divided by 10 is minus 2. Then 95.5 minus 105.5 is minus 10. So minus 10 divided by 10 is minus 1. If you subtract this, you get 0. 115.5 minus 105.5 is 1 and 125.5 minus 105.5 is 20 divided by 10 is 2. So this is your U. And then you multiply the values of F and U. 12 into minus 2 minus 24, 20 into minus 1 minus 20, 15 into 0 0, 25 1 the 25, 8 to the 16. Correct? Then you take the summation of this, the total. Summation FU. That is minus 5, and then you take the summation of this, that is summation F, which is 80, correct? So that is FU and summation F, and now let's continue to find out the mean. Mean is given by A, so this is the formula, A plus summation FU by summation F multiplied by H. Correct? So put the values and get the final answer. So the final answer is 104.375. That is the mean. So I hope you have understood how to find out the mean of this data. This question was asked for 5 marks. Simple. Right? So here is the calculation. That was also the calculation for the same. As I told you the formula A, H is 10, A is 105.5. This is our assumption, and then this part we took the summation and solved it further. Now we have section E. Now section E consists of 3 case study questions, that is case based, right? Case based, and they carry 12 marks. Now whenever you have a case based question, firstly make sure that you read the question very carefully. Reading the question is very, very important. Read it carefully because it will be a lengthy question, and then you are supposed to solve the problem. See, so many things are there. So in a pathology lab, a culture test has been conducted. So a test is conducted in a lab. The number of bacteria taken into consideration, in various samples is all 3-digit numbers that are divisible by 9. All 3-digit numbers divisible by 9, taken in order. So based on the information, solve the following questions. Now see, if I talk about all 3-digit numbers divisible by 9, can I say 3-digit numbers start from 100, they go all the way till 999. But is 100 divisible by 9? No. So which is the number divisible by 9? The first number. Can I say it is 108, then 117, and so on till 999. So if you see, this entire question, this case based question is based on arithmetic progression, because this information is enough for us to understand that here we are talking about all the 3-digit numbers divisible by 9, and that is nothing but the sequence where the difference between the two consecutive terms is constant. The question says, how many bacteria are considered in 11th sample? So this is the first sample, so we can consider this as A. This is A2. 11 samples, so here we are supposed to find out A11. How many samples should be taken? In such questions, we are supposed to find out N. Find the total number of bacteria in the first 13 samples. So here also we are supposed to find out N for the first 13 samples. Or the next question is, find the number of samples in which the sum of the bacteria, that means Sn is given, correct? See, I hope you are understanding the gist of the question. Now we will see the solution. So how many bacteria are considered in the 11th sample? Now the smallest 3-digit number divisible by 9 is 108. That is the first number. So can I say A? My AP starts with 108, then 117 till 999. So A is 108. Largest number is 999. So can I say the nth term? That is Tn. See, nth term Tn is 999. A is 108. What is the common difference D? D is 9 because divisible by 9. Correct? So D is 9. So we are supposed to find out A11, right? A11 or T11. What is the formula for Tn? Tn is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. Instead of n, you will put 11. Instead of A, you will put 108, and instead of D, you will put 9. Let us do that. So T11 is equal to 108 plus 11 minus 1 into 9. That is 108 plus 10 into 9, 90. That is 198. Correct? So we can say that the number of bacteria considered in the 11th sample are 198. How many samples should be taken into consideration? How many total samples must be taken into consideration? See, Tn is already given 999. Because the nth term is the last term, which is 999. So Tn is 999. How many? Whenever they say how many, you are supposed to find out n. Always remember this. So 999 is equal to 108 plus n minus 1 into 9. So Tn is A and D we have put. You can shift the terms and solve now. 999 minus 108 is 891. N minus 1 into 9. Divide by 9. So 891 divided by 9 is n minus 1. So 99 is n minus 1. So n will be equal to 99 plus 1, that is 100. Correct? Easy. Let's continue further. Find the total number of bacteria in the first 13 samples. So what will be the total number of bacteria? The total number of bacteria in the first 13 samples. See, in first sample it is 108, second sample 117, and so on. So can I say this is first sample A1, A2. So we have to add all of them. How many? 13. So we are supposed to find out S13. That means you will use the formula for Sn, which is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct? So A is 108, D is 9, and N is 13. So what will be Sn? As I said, the formula is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Children, you need to know the formula as well. So let us put S13. Wherever you see n, put 13, 13, 2 into A is 108 and D is 9. So 13 by 2, 2 into 108 plus 12 into 9. So 13 by 2, 2 into 108 is how much? 216. 9 into 12 is 108. 108 plus 216 is 324. Then 2 ones are, this is 162. And 162 into 13 is 2106. So the total number of bacteria in the first 13 samples is 162. Is 2106. The addition. Correct? Now the OR question. Find the number of samples. That means we are supposed to find n again, where the sum of the bacteria is given. Sn is already given. So what is A? A is 108. What is D? D is 9. What is Sn? Sn is 2808. Correct? We know that Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So Sn is 2808. So can I say 2808 is equal to n by 2 into 2 into A is 108 plus n minus 1, D is what? D is 9. Right? So this is 2808 into 2, that is 5616 is equal to n into 216 plus 9 into n is 9n and 9 ones are 9. So this becomes 5616 is equal to n into 207 plus 9n, and then you multiply n inside and that gives you 9n square plus 207n is equal to 5616. You solve this further, 9n square plus 207n minus 5616 is equal to 0. Divide by 9, divide by 9, divide by 9. This is what you get. Split the middle term. That gives you n square minus 16 plus 39, right? Minus 16 plus 39 is 23, minus 16 into plus 39 is 624, negative 624. And then you get two values. N is equal to 16, n is equal to minus 39. But number of samples cannot be negative, right? Number of samples is an absolute value. So can I say n cannot be negative, so n will be equal to 16. As samples cannot be negative. So n can never be equal to minus 39. So we have solved this first case study question. Let us see the second case study question. So it says Anika is studying in class 10 and she observes two poles DC and BA. The heights of these poles are x meter and y meter respectively, shown in the figure. So these poles are z meter apart. See, understand, there are two poles. AB is the first pole, CD is the second pole, correct? And then they are z meters apart. So AC is z, and it is saying that, and O is the point of intersection of the lines joining the top of each pole to the foot of the opposite pole, and the distance between point O and L is D. See, this distance is D. Few questions came to his mind while observing the poles. So what are those questions? Which similarity criteria is applicable in triangle ACD and ALO? ACD and ALO. Which similarity criteria? Then if x is equal to y, if x and y are equal, then prove that BC is to DA is 1:1. BC is to DA is 1:1 provided X and Y are equal. Or the third one is CL is equal to A, find A in terms of XYD, and AL is equal to B, find B in terms of XYD. Okay, let's not get too much into it. First, let's focus on one thing at a time. So in these two triangles, which similarity criteria is applicable? That is the question. Now see, all these are perpendicular, right? So this is 90, this is 90. So if I just focus on these two triangles, the bigger and the smaller, 90, 90, correct? In the smaller triangle, bigger triangle, this is the common angle. So that's it. Can I say the two triangles are going to be similar by AA test of similarity? So which similarity criterion is applicable? AA test, right? So can I say in triangle ACD and triangle ALO, ACD is equal to ALO. ACD is equal to ALO, 90 degrees. And then angle A is the common angle. So can I say the two triangles, they are similar by angle-angle test of similarity? So first part is done, angle-angle test. Now if X is equal to Y, then prove that BC is equal to DA. So X and Y are equal. We are supposed to prove that BC is to DA. That means same thing, BC is equal to DA. This means what? We are supposed to prove that BC is equal to DA. For this, we need two bigger triangles. Triangle ADC, understand, I am separating the triangles. Triangle ADC, and we need this triangle, triangle BAC. These two triangles we need. Can we prove them similar? Yes. This is C90, this is A90, right? And then also it is given that DC is equal to AB. Both of them are equal, which are X. 90, 90 is there. And see, here I have AC and here I have AC. So can I say they are equal common side? So see, this is side, angle, side. So the two triangles, these are congruent by side, angle, side, correct? So since the two triangles are congruent now, can I say, see congruent also, and if you see they are similar also, because congruent triangles are anyway similar. So directly now can I say, even if I take congruency from this, instead of taking similarity, I can say that DA is equal to BC, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. DA is equal to BC, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So if both of them are equal, if I just shift DA down, can I say BC by DA is equal to 1? 1 means 1 by 1. So BC is to DA is equal to 1:1. Here also if you take the ratios, y by x, x and y both of them are equal. So ultimately this is going to be x by x, that is 1. See, same thing, right? Because y is x, x cancel, you get 1. Easy. Now the question says, if CL is A, CL is A, find A in terms of x, y and d. Okay, this is interesting. Now the two triangles are there. Firstly, can we prove the two triangles similar? Triangle BAC and triangle CLO. BAC and then CLO. See, CLO is this and CAB is this. Angle C is the common angle. It should be ideally BAC and OLC, so that C and C comes 1:1 correspondence. That's fine. And L and A are 90. So two triangles are similar. And once the two triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are in proportion. So can I say Z by A is equal to X by D? So what will be X? What will be A? We want A, right? So A will be Z into D by X. Just put the values. CA is Z, CL is A, LO is D, and AB is X. We have done this. And then next one says if AL is B, write down B in terms of X, Y and D. Same thing. Now if I take the two triangles, triangle ACD, triangle ALO, angle A common, C. Angle C is equal to angle L, 90. So can I say AC by AL, first two letters, is equal to DC by LO. Put the values. AC is Z, AL is B, DC is Y, LO is D. So what will be B? B will be Z into D by Y. Correct? Easy. So I hope you have understood this question as well. Very easy, very simple, based on similarity. Let's continue with the one final question of the session. So it says, Minal joined 4 cubical open boxes of edge 15 cm each to make a pot for planting saplings of pudina in her kitchen garden. Okay, the saplings are cylindrical in shape with diameter 28 cm and height 9 cm. So basically, this is definitely a question based on mensuration, like this. Correct? What they are saying, Minal joins 4 cubical open boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, of edges 15. These are cubes, to make a pot for planting saplings of pudina in her kitchen. The saplings are cylindrical in shape with diameter 28 cm and height 9 cm. If Minal wants to paint the outer surface of the pot, then how much area she needs to paint? Outer surface. So can I say outer surface is nothing but lateral surface here, which is also called as curved surface when there is a curve. What is the volume of the pot? This is simple. We're supposed to find out the volume of the pot. Correct? And then if Minal decorates the 4 walls of the pot with colored square papers of side 5 cm each, then how many pieces of paper would be required? Or find out the volume of one sapling. So let's focus on one thing at a time. That is, if Minal wants to paint the outer surface area of the pot, then how much area is needed? So what is the edge of the cubical box? 15. So what will be the area of the region that needs to be painted? Now see, total will be 24, out of which these two will be subtracted. So 14 square faces must be painted. So 14 square faces means area of each square is a square. Area of each square is a square, that is 15 square. So 14 into 15 square is 3150. So this is the area to be painted, right? Then what is the volume of the pot? The length of the pot is 15. The breadth is, obviously, it will be 4 times, right? Because there are 4 joined together, that is 60. And the height is 15. See, height remains 15. Correct? The length remains 15. The breadth is 60 because 4 are joined together. So L into B into H, that is 13,500 cubic centimeter is the volume of the pot. Easy. Next is, if she decorates, area of the 4 walls. Area of the 4 walls is nothing but lateral surface area. That is the outer surface area. That is 2 times L plus B into H. Please make a note, B is 60, L is 15, H is 15, that is 2250 centimeters square after substituting the values. So side of the colored square paper is 12 centimeter, that is the 4th part. So what will be the area of the square paper? See, if one paper has a side of It's not 12, it's 5. So the area of the paper will be 25. What is the total area? The total area of the pot is 2250. Total area of the pot is 2250. Area of 1 square is 25. Just divide it. So if I divide 2250 and 25, I get 90. That means 90 square papers are needed to completely fill the pot, right? And we are supposed to find out the volume of one sapling. Now see, that is cylindrical in shape. That is cylinder. Now we are not going to use the formula for cube. So height is given, diameter is given. From diameter we get the radius. So the volume is pi r square h. That is 22 by 7 into 14 square into 9. That gives me 5544 centimeters square. That is the volume of one sapling. So in this way, we have solved all the 4 parts, the sub part as well. And in this way, we have completed the entire sample paper. Please make sure that you practice this, watch the type of questions, also solve questions based on assertion and reasoning, and also these type of questions at the end, which are case study questions. 12 marks is asked into it. That's it for the day. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep practicing. Thank you.